Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Glenn Giles. I'm the president of the Mountain Theological Seminary. And today I want to start sharing some things that I've gleaned from the Bible uh, after 55 plus years of studying it, mostly at the graduate level. And I want to share this because I think it's key to us really living for Jesus. The overarching theme I've come to conclude is that the Bible is all about relationship with God, relationship with each other, and relationship with creation. If you look at every book of the Bible, you'll find that that idea will be involved as a main point that's being expressed. So I want to just share a few things about that and to look at that overarching theme just briefly to give you a little idea about what I found. And also then later on, I'll be looking at specific terms that support this idea. So I want to share my screen here and we'll talk about the overarching theme of the entire Bible. I want to define relationship in this way. It's the way in which two or more people and or God, groups, countries, etc., talk to, behave toward, are connected with, and deal with each other, or how they should do this. The use of the term in the Bible is interesting because you don't find the term relationship very often in the English translations. It only occurs very rarely. The NIV has it 4 times. The NASB, New American Standard Bible, has it once. The KJV, or King James, is not even found. The CSB, it's 4 times, and the ESV, it's not found at all either. Now, when it is found in certain translations, that like the ones above, it's normally translated from a combination of other concepts. So there's no specific word in the Bible, in the original languages, that is an exact equivalent to the term relationship. That doesn't mean that the idea or broader, more encompassing English term relationship was not present in the ancient world of ideas and thinking, but only that it was perhaps expressed incompletely or less broadly by more specific terms of the day. Different biblical terms and concepts can convey different aspects or angles on the notion of relationship. For instance, the term love, the term hate, the term trust or distrust, faithfulness or unfaithfulness, friend, master, slave, husband, wife, child, nation, covenant. All these talk about different types of relationships, different aspects of relationship. Throughout the Bible, there's also something that needed to be pointed out. And this is God's desire, his heart desire for relationship and relationships. Excuse me. This is the idea expressed by God that he wants to be the God of the people, they his people, and to dwell with them in their midst. It's found from Genesis to Revelation. It's talking about this relationship that God desires from his heart. For instance, in Exodus, in 29:45-46, it says, I will dwell among the Israelites and be their God, and they will know that I am the Lord their God who brought them up out of Egypt, so that I might dwell among them, and I will be the Lord their God. Leviticus 26:12, I will walk among you and be your God, and you will be my people. Exodus 37:27, my dwelling place will be with them. I will be their God, and they will be my people. 2 Corinthians in the New Testament, 2:116b says, as God has said, I will live with them and walk among them. I will be their God, and they will be my people. Hope you're seeing these three themes here. And then finally in Revelation 21, verse 3, at the end of the age, it looks like as if it's a consummation of this heart desire that God has had throughout time. It says, and I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, look, God's dwelling place, or behold, God's dwelling place is now among the people, and he will be with them, and they will be his people, and God himself will be with them and will be their God. I hope you see this three aspect relationship that we talked about here. These verses span the canon, and they show God's desire to have a great, good relationship with his people, and they with him. It also shows his desire to be in an intimate relationship with them and dwell with them. Revelation 21:3, as I said, seems to be the outcome and consummation of the age-long desire in God's heart for an intimate relationship with humankind and them with him since the beginning of time is finally going to be fulfilled. The Bible, I think, is all about this, but even more. There's also a theme in the Bible about loving each other. And it's seen in these two things are seen in the two greatest commands. That you love the Lord thy God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and your neighbor as yourself. And all these have to do with the relationship. It involves God's desire for his people to be his people, and he to be their God, and he to dwell with them, and also that they would dwell in harmony with one another and with his creation. So I see the overarching theme of the entire Bible as relationship. So when interpreting God's will from the Bible, think about relationship. That should help you understand even some of the most difficult passages. Think about, okay, this is all about relationship. This context here, this place in the, this word in this context, this phrase in this context, this sentence in this context, in some way, it's all going to be about relationship. So I just want to share that with you today because I think it is foundational to understanding the Bible, understanding relationships, understanding our own hearts, and understanding the hearts of our friends, and which later on I'm going to talk more about. It involves emotional intelligence to be able to love, to be able to have good relationship with God and good relationship with each other. And so that's where I'm going to stop for today, but look forward to some more clips on different words in the Bible. We'll talk about love. We'll talk about sin. We'll talk about what I call propitiation, and you'll find out what that is. So stay tuned, as we're going to look at some of the gems that coalesce to talk about that overarching theme in the Bible, which is relationship. Thank you.